Hello and welcome to I Can't Believe This Got Greenlit, a show where we discuss movies from our childhood, our nostalgia from watching them as kids, how they got made, and our experiences rewatching them as adults. I'm one of your hosts, Nick Warner, and joining me as always, Matthew Pelton.
Well, you say as always, but
that's
not necessarily true, is it? Wah, wah.
So, also, what's going on with your headphones?
Dude, I don't know. Okay, so just for record, I don't want to blame the show right before us, but I'm going to. So the show right before us, they're 9 a.m.
Yeah.
Which to us is a rough wake-up time.
Yeah.
But they're a 9 a.m. show, and every time we come to the studio, there's like speakers that play the music. Because usually most shows are music, right? I think we're like one of the only talk shows on WCB.
Yeah.
It's whatever. But we come in, and the music is always blaring. Like they're jamming for a straight hour. So I'm convinced that with their headphones, it's so loud. I think my headphones have fully become shot.
Yeah.
So I can't hear anything going on right now. So
I experienced that a couple weeks ago. With,
you did?
I think it was it Charlie and Chocolate Factory where I just took mine off?
Yeah.
Oh, it was so weird.
Exactly.
Now I'm used to it.
I think I'm going to sometimes they work and then they'll just randomly turn off. So I think I'm just going to rock it without.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough.
That might keep them around the neck, make it look cool. You know what I mean?
Luck.
Yeah, DJ Pelton over here.
Yeah. We have an interesting episode today because of the topic, but also because we have some housekeeping stuff to take care of. But before we do that, I want to introduce our guest. Pelton, this is your guest.
Yes.
Friend of the show, friend of ours. Long time that we waited to get her on the show.
Just a little more setup because this is a big deal.
Yeah,
this guest.
It's huge.
So we've been trying to get this guest since season 1, episode 1.
Yeah.
Hasn't worked out.
Right.
Not once.
Yeah.
Now, just so people know, this is of someone that I traveled Europe with.
Yep.
One of my best friends on planet Earth.
Yep.
Worked on every film we've ever worked on, including the new thing.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have Giust in the studio.
Thank you.
Yeah. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to Greenlit.
Yeah, it's nice to be here.
How are the headphones?
They're also shot.
Yeah, I figured.
Mine's going in and out of one
Is
ear,
it?
so this is going to be an interesting.
We're really professional.
I'm just taking mine.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, welcome. We're very happy to have you here. Interesting movie choice.
Yeah.
We'll get into that.
I want to point out, we're happy that you're here. I don't know if we're happy about the movie you picked, but we're happy you're here.
I'm not sure I'm happy about the movie I picked.
It's like every time Maddie comes on the show, we're like, we love you, but what movie?
Yeah, exactly.
What's going on?
Allie's our new Maddie.
So today we're talking about the movie from the year 2000 called The Little Vampire.
Yes.
But before we do that, I have a couple things that I want to just get, on the table.
We have a couple big things.
Big things, yeah, because you weren't here last week, and a couple big things have happened since.
Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about. Last week was Shrek.
Today, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
No, we had a great episode last week. It was super fun.
Right.
Have you listened to it yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
It only came out yesterday.
Yeah, fair. Okay.
Also, great. I don't know if that's possible without yours truly.
Hey.
Okay.
Ren,
I'm sure it was good.
Ren stepped up to the plate and knocked it out of the
Ren,
park.
thank you for taking over for me for a week.
It was a good time.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, okay. So going off of that, we watched Hook last week.
Yes.
So you watched Hook yesterday.
I did.
In prep. Do you want to give your 2-minute rundown?
Yeah, I'll give a very quick
nostalgia
overview of Hook.
And how did it hold up?
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
So nostalgia-wise, Hook was a big one.
Mm-hmm.
But strangely, I don't remember any really specific things about it.
Okay.
I was talking to Allie about this earlier, but I remember Robin Williams as Peter Pan.
Yeah.
Not his other dad character when he fully turned. I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
I remember Hook and his little sidekick.
Yep.
And I remember
Mr.
him
Sweet.
Yeah, Mr. Sweet. I remember him getting eaten by an alligator, but I thought it was a real alligator in my head. Turns out it's not. It was like a statue.
Right.
Still kind of a real alligator, so I'm not sure what happened there.
Yeah.
But I remember a couple things, but nothing big.
Okay.
But this was a big one, so I was happy when it got chosen.
Yeah.
And I just didn't show up.
Okay.
So Hook was a big one, and I rewatched it yesterday. I did a triple feature yesterday in prep for today, which is insane. Yeah. But I really liked it.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty charming. It was pretty
stuff.
sweet. There was a couple problems, and I talked to you off air about this, but I'll repeat it because I want to see what you thought as well as Ren. But I thought a couple of the times the sets felt like a set. It just felt like it was in a studio. Sometimes I bought Neverland, sometimes I didn't. And the only other one I had was, you said it best. They cast Robin Williams for his goofiness, and you only get 20 minutes at the way end of him doing that, and the rest is boring Robin Williams. So. Not that it was miscast, because it was perfect when you got it.
Yeah.
But it's you cast him for the genie, but then you only have 5 minutes of the genie.
Right.
Why would you do that?
Exactly.
Way more.
Yeah.
So I did like it, though.
Yeah. Cool.
My final thought was I just could not believe that got greenlit.
Yeah. Hey, listen.
Dude, it was crazy.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So that is the first thing I wanted to cover. Second thing, this is our 40th episode. Technically.
That's true.
Yeah, this is
Happy
exciting.
40th.
Yeah, 40. Crazy that we have almost probably 50 hours of us speaking
It's
on
just too much.
the internet.
And also,
so that's
if you
exciting.
count the lost episode, isn't it
It's
41?
41. Yeah.
Oh, boy,
Yeah,
Incredible.
right.
Rest in peace.
And then the last thing is Evie nominations came out.
Yeah, that's what you want to say what we got nominated for?
And well, I'll start with you because this is like the official, like, I can't believe it's got Greenlit nomination.
Yeah,
We
it's
got radio personality in the house. We got dude, back-to-back years, one of us got it.
Wait, now
each.
what episode did you get it for last year?
I don't remember.
You don't remember?
I want to say it was Cat in the Hat.
It was?
Yeah, I think so. Or maybe
Okay.
Sharp Real Life Girl. I can't remember.
Yeah, for those who don't know, by the way, the
We only
Emmys are
submitted
like
3 episodes.
That's true. We only submitted 3, but the Emmys are like the Emerson College like big award ceremony, and they have outstanding radio personality.
Yeah.
So last year Nick got nominated. I
Yeah.
got snubbed.
Yeah.
I don't think I applied. And this year, ironically, I got nominated. Nick
I got
snubbed.
snubbed.
Yeah, but we have a theory that they don't know the difference between the two of us.
Yeah, because we sound the same.
We sound very similar.
So we're
I think
convinced-
you were supposed to be nominated twice, and they threw my name in the
We
ring.
also submitted 2 separate episodes because we were like,
Oh yeah,
we have 2 separate chances because they can't tell
They can't tell us
the two of
apart.
us, so they're gonna pick one of them anyways.
Exactly.
It's gonna be one of us from one of the episodes.
So
we're
they
like,
picked
all right, whatever.
me for Curious George, but I'm convinced they just picked you for Curious George.
Who knows?
We'll never know.
And then we also got a couple, like a film one for one of our films,
Yep.
and then also for this show, the summer sessions, we got best podcasts.
Yeah,
which is
well, it's
super cool.
Robots with Ron Mita.
Yeah,
Yeah,
with
shout out Ron
Ron.
Mita,
Excited.
our boy.
So stay tuned for updates with that. But getting in
AKA a picture of us with 2 trophies.
with 2
but
trophies,
whatever.
exactly. Yeah, whatever, no. Getting into the subject at hand because there's a lot to talk about with this one.
Okay. Do we have to?
So Allie, as our incredible guest, one that we've been waiting for forever.
Yeah.
Do you want to start with Childhood Story? Why this movie? Why the Little
That's
Vampire?
the question of the year,
Okay.
isn't it?
Okay. So growing up, every Halloween without fail, this movie was on Disney Channel.
Mm.
And I think the first time I ever watched it, my brother had it on. And I was like, oh, like, what is this? I had like a weird obsession with vampires when I was little too. So like the little vampire, like that's kind of perfect.
Fair. Werewolves,
Okay.
vampires.
Yeah.
Adds
Yeah, I was
up.
about to
Yeah.
say.
And I don't know. I was just into that movie. Like they were Scottish people. They were vampires. What more could you ask
That's
for?
what really did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. Helen?
Okay, so Little Vampire. Well, one I also I've heard of this movie.
Okay.
I don't think I ever
have
watched
not.
it. Really? When
We'll
she-
get into that.
Okay, when she said Little Vampire, my brain immediately knew what you were talking about.
Sure.
But I was like, how have I never seen this? And then I realized it was 2000. We weren't even born.
Yeah.
Like, none of us were alive when this movie came out.
Right.
So I know of this. I've never seen it.
Mm-hmm.
Not on purpose.
Yeah.
Though looking back, it should have been on purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this has been on the list. Like,
It was
this
out of
wasn't
control.
surprising. Yeah, this movie is out of control. This is off the rails.
So for
this
me,
thing.
this is one of the very few movies where I have no childhood stories
Oh.
whatsoever. I had never heard of this movie going in. And when I started looking it up, I think the first thing I found was like an animated
Yeah, because I guess they remade
remake
it.
of this
Yeah.
movie, which I don't know how that happened.
I don't know why it happened.
But yeah, I have no childhood stories. There's very few. I know it's like Boy Cry Werewolf, Batman and Robin was one of them. There's
Yeah.
so few on this, and now
I
it
feel
being
like
our
I've had more.
technically 41st episode.
That's true.
There's like so little.
It's like your third or fourth
Yeah,
time with no
right.
childhood stories. I've had a
So,
couple, like
that's
Current
it.
Swamp Years and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm almost glad that going into production now that there's not a ton on production
Okay.
here. It seems like a very straightforward, like, early 2000s movie.
Sure.
But I'm almost glad that that's the case because then we can actually talk a lot about plot. 'Cause
As we
this movie
should.
is insane.
yeah, as we should.
Start talking about cows. We'll get there in a second. But so this movie is directed by a guy named Uli Edel,
Okay.
I guess.
What is he? Yeah. What's his deal?
Directed quite a lot of movies, but a lot of random stuff I've literally never heard of. This included.
Okay.
So it's a lot of like lower budget, early 2000s stuff. I think I recognized maybe one, if that.
That's
I think
it.
literally zero. And
Did
there's
he-
like over 40.
Did he direct more after this?
Yeah.
Okay, so we can all make it in the industry.
Yeah.
if this can happen and he still gets a job,
Yeah.
we're good. We're good.
Interestingly enough, though, this movie was written by Carrie Kirkpatrick, who is a Greenlit person.
Oh.
because he was the writer-director of Over the Hedge.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Which I also
So
didn't like.
one
a
connection
ton.
to Greenlit.
Well, there's another Greenlit connection, but I'll
Okay,
wait to see if
okay.
you say it before
Then
I say anything.
maybe
Yeah.
maybe not. We'll see.
The big one.
Oh yes, yeah.
It's a really big one.
I think, yeah. So this movie had a $35 million budget.
Ooh. Whoa.
For this is quite a lot. I was shocked.
Yeah.
And it grossed $28 million.
Wah,
It was
wah.
all for the cows.
Didn't even crack.
It was all
even.
for the cow
It was the
CGI.
cows.
It was the cows.
Yeah.
This film was shot entirely in Europe, which is
Figured.
pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
And then I found what, because I was literally like, this was like every note I had, and then I was like, I need to find something else. So I found one behind the scenes video where the two kids are in like this giant room with like blue screen and they're like
Okay.
flying. That's
Yeah.
like literally it.
That's it.
That was all I could
There's
find.
nothing on this movie.
And the only other thing I could find, other than that they like remade it,
Yeah.
for apparently no reason at all, is that Jonathan Lipnicki, who is the main kid in the movie, was the kid in Jerry Maguire, if you've ever seen that movie. He's been in a lot of stuff. He was in Stuart Little.
There you go. That's what we kept saying. We're
yeah.
the Stuart Little kid.
Yeah, he's a very like recognizable early 2000s
Yes.
Yeah.
child actor.
If you show people our age
Yeah.
that kid, they'll know who that is.
Jonathan Lipnicki, he's the only character and then was it Richard
E. Grant?
Yeah.
Oh,
Richard E. Grant.
I was thinking someone else.
No, yeah. Richard E. Grant is in this movie. Who wasn't he just in Wonka? Is that the same guy?
He was in Salt.
Or is that Hugh Grant?
That's
Hugh Grant.
Oh, okay.
That's Hugh.
Richard E. Grant.
I'm like, I don't remember Richard
No,
E.
no,
Grant.
yeah.
He was in
Oh,
Salt.
he's in Salt. Yes,
He was-
right. Okay.
yeah.
I remember I was reading up on
I
the
don't think Richard E.
actors.
Grant's made an appearance on Greenlit.
No. But because I remember seeing him recently, and I was like, I know this guy.
Oh, but dude, we have a big Greenlit.
Okay.
You didn't catch it?
I don't remember.
Oh,
Dude,
okay.
I was.
I
I'll get
freaked
into
out when I
watched
realized
this.
who it was. Because for
Okay.
most of the movie, this person's in vampire makeup, and I didn't recognize her until the way end where she becomes a human. Dude, my fucking the love. We're gonna cut that. Sorry, WBCB. Whoops. Hey, listen, you give us a 10 a.m. time slot. This is what happens. Okay,
Dude,
calling you out.
that was awesome.
The love of my life, my big crush from Chronicles of Narnia.
That's who I thought it was. Okay,
She's
yeah,
back,
yeah,
dude.
right,
She's
right.
in this movie.
It was the very end when I recognized
Yeah.
her. Yeah.
I was like,
And
oh
then
my
I was
God,
like,
that's
I
my
know her
future
from
wife.
somewhere. And then I was like, oh,
That's my girl.
it clicked. But at that point, okay, can I just explain how I watched this?
Sure.
Because I think we have a very similar hoodwinked situation.
Oh.
How did you guys watch this? Did you find it just
We-
online and you just watched it in
Yeah,
English?
we found it on like one of those. I probably shouldn't be out of myself with this, but we found it on one of those like 1, 2, 3 movies.
Okay, good. So you watched
websites.
it in English though.
It was in English.
Okay,
What?
rad.
What
Wait,
language
you
did you
watched
watch it
it?
in, Nick? How did we not learn our lesson? You hated Hoodwinked. I hated, what was it, Tom and Jerry or something?
Was it in, like,
Japanese.
Gaelic this time
I
or
watched
something?
it in Spanish.
Nick.
But listen. I only watched part of the movie in Spanish because I found a lot of the clips online. Because I was at this
Oh.
point where I was getting a lot of work done for school. I had a lot going on yesterday when I was watching this.
Yeah.
Actually, I split it up over 2 days because I was like, this movie's
'Cause
crazy.
it's so good.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
But I started watching clips online, and then once I stopped finding them in chronological order, I had to go. I basically was going back and
You're
forth
filling
between
in the
what I could
gaps.
find and then filling in the gaps in Spanish.
Dude, that's wild.
It was crazy.
You had the strangest viewing experience of
So
this movie.
when I go into plot, if I am utterly wrong,
We'll help you.
You guys have to help
We would
me out.
definitely help
Yeah.
you.
So that leads us directly into this insanity, just madness.
Maybe it's only insane because you watch it half in
well,
Spanish,
No,
half in
it's
English.
no, actually,
out of order.
Funny enough, it wasn't as much in Spanish as you'd think, but I just think it's funny that like some of like the filler moments I went over. It's like one scene. I was just
In
like
Spanish.
oh, okay,
Why not?
Yeah, it was funny. It was like El Pequeño Vampirino or whatever. I was like this fucking this Jesus, this rules. I need to not swear on air.
I started
this is-
spreading it. This isn't bad. I should have done
This is
it.
chaos. Welcome back to I Can't
Little
Believe Scott
Vampire
Green
just
You
killed
just
us.
We're
dropped
15
a
minutes
big
in.
one, like, right on-
Dude, we're so fired from WCB. They already hate us for some reason this semester. We're so done. We're so
They're
done.
revoking your credit. Okay. Dude, imagine.
I'm not graduating.
Imagine.
They're
That would be
revoking
crazy.
us. The one time we finally get out and we're dropping F-bombs.
Also, dude.
Hey, go out with a bang.
If you're listening to this on Spotify or Apple or even live,
Yeah, which
you
we're keeping all this
cannot
in.
see that Pelton has these sunglasses on that I have not mentioned.
That's true.
It's the Wonka sunglasses.
I'm rocking the Wonka sunglasses.
Dude, I'm losing my mind.
Listen, I triple featured it. My eyes are fried. I can't see anything. I just woke up 20 minutes ago. I have the worst bedhead of my life.
Yep.
This is
Dropping F-bombs.
This is already a crazy day.
El Pequeño Vampira. This is the most chaotic episode we've ever done.
So we open 300 years in the past.
We do.
We do.
Where a family of vampires is trying. I can't even see because my eyes are watering.
He can't do it. He can't do it. Al, you have to
Where a
host this
family of
episode.
vampires are trying to turn back into humans by harnessing the power of a comet. Because why not?
Why not?
Yeah.
And also, this sounds crazy. It's shot even crazier. I'll be so honest with you. We watched this 5 hours ago, maybe 5 or 6 hours ago. We watched this movie. I'm barely walking.
Dude, I went home after we all went to the movies together,
Yeah.
and then I was like, "Oh, you guys watched the movie before? That's crazy." And you're like, "No, we're going to watch
watching
it
it
now."
after.
It's just like at midnight.
It was
and it's like,
midnight,
you guys
yeah.
are lunatics.
So we watched this like 8 or 9 hours ago, and then we watched an episode of Hell's Kitchen right before, just
Yeah.
because why
We
not?
needed a buffer. You know?
But okay, that sentence right there. This
Oh
is
my
shot so crazy. I didn't know that was happening.
I didn't know that was the.
I
entire
only
didn't
plot.
either.
I only knew because I then aided myself the next day by watching a review of this movie because I was like, I don't know what half of this movie
Okay,
was.
that makes more sense.
So, and I
It's
also
just this
used the
nonsense
Wikipedia
of like, okay, that helps.
because it's like slowly revealed, but it's like not also.
Not, but also like I gotta be honest, if you hadn't said that sentence, if I rewatched this movie, I still wouldn't know what was going on in the beginning. It's just this mess of vampires and maybe vampire hunters, and there's a comet and they're doing something.
Yeah. Okay. So it's vampires that are trying to turn back into humans
Got it.
by harnessing the power of the comet.
Yeah.
Why not?
Which
Yeah.
But the
we all
spell is
do.
cut short by a group of vampire hunters that try to kill them.
there were vampire
Yeah,
hunters.
yeah.
Okay. I'm glad
There
I
were.
got that.
We then see that our main character Tony is in this scene.
Stuart Little.
Stuart Little. Well,
He's not
yeah, he's
Stuart
not the
Does
Stuart
Stuart
He's the
Little.
Little's
kid.
brother have like a name? Like, did his character have a name?
Stuart Big.
Big
The little
Stuart.
Big Stuart.
The little Stuart.
The little Stuart.
Okay.
Isn't Big Stuart? Wasn't he just on our Spy Kids episode? That's just Big Stuart. We've had him as a guest on Greenlit.
yeah, we love him.
He's
I
coming
hope
back.
we get him back.
I know, we're trying.
So we see that he's in the scene because the amulet that they need to harness the power of the comet falls off a cliff.
Right.
It's going into the water, and then a vampire that's important later comes down to try and get it, and then Tony's there on his bed, and then he wakes up and he's like, "Oh God, it was all a
It
dream."
was a big nightmare.
Yeah, he wakes up
Just like the
scared.
next hour and 30 minutes.
Yeah. He then goes to his parents' room and sleeps in their bed for safety. And we see then that the dad is not happy about his antics. He just,
The dad is-
dude, he just wants some rest. I think in the movie he's like, if I don't get some sleep, I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
He's like,
It was brutal. I'm like, oh, he hates his kid. He hates this kid.
it was insane. So
Dude, that's honestly, I'll be honest. I feel like the dad right now.
yeah, I just
Like,
need some rest.
I just need some rest. And then if this movie was my kid, I mean, it's the worst thing ever.
yeah. I'm so glad, dude. I was so worried that going into today, like I was gonna be the one that was like, I really struggled with this.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
You thought I would like this?
I don't know.
Even I was like, huh.
It's her movie.
Okay,
She
okay.
didn't like it.
That's also why, because I was like, okay, Allie picked it. She probably likes this movie.
No.
Like
I straight
I'm
up
gonna be the
did
Debbie
not
Downer.
remember it.
Okay.
I will say we were watching this and halfway through I turned to her and I was like, our friendship is over. And she was like, listen, the boy who cried werewolf was taken.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
That was a big one.
The-
It was a big one.
I hate to like compare these two, but they gave off very
No,
similar
they do.
vibes.
I
Yeah.
think Boy Who Cried Werewolf was much better.
Oh, I agree.
Oh,
I
definitely.
fully
Yeah.
agree.
They
But-
were able
1000%.
to
Okay,
learn
cool.
from the little vampire's mistakes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But they
Yeah.
do give off very similar vibes.
Yeah.
It's just like, do you prefer vampires or werewolves? I chose werewolves.
And she was
And Allie
vampires.
chose
Yeah.
hatred and anger.
And now
No.
we're almost a year later, and we're talking about a very
That's
similar
true.
movie.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next day, Tony's mom takes him to school, and we find out that they moved to Scotland because his dad took a job building like a golf
golf
course
I think.
resort
he's
thing.
like
At a
working
castle?
he's working for like this lord
Yeah.
that's built that has a golf resort.
Who
and I
lives in
guess
a
he's just
different
kinda-
castle?
It doesn't seem like he really has a job. If I'm
He
being
doesn't.
completely
It really
honest.
doesn't. That's why I'm confused. So you have this family that live in this castle all by themselves.
Yeah.
But he might just be like the head of a construction team for a golf course that's at the castle, question mark? And the Lord lives in a separate castle. So does he own 2 castles?
It might just be like the Lord's giving him like free housing.
I get, but we see no one else in this castle. So like, is
I
he
don't
giving the
know.
whole team? Like, I don't understand.
Dude's
There-
just that rich.
I guess.
Okay. Yeah. Lord McAshton is the guy's
Yeah,
name.
Yep.
sure. Lord McDonald's.
Building old McDonald had a farm in Scotland.
In Scotland.
And he
yeah.
had vampire cows.
She sure did.
E-I-E-I-O. So we got to Tony getting absolutely beaten up by these kids at his school.
Get
And we
him.
find out later that they're Lord McAshton's,
McDonald's?
yeah,
Yeah.
his grandkids. I'm pretty
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
right?
There's
yeah,
Yeah.
grandkids.
yeah. I found that out in Spanish, so I
Oh,
I
okay.
think
sick.
they're his grandkids.
Okay.
I thought they were just his kids.
I thought
to
they
be
were just his
honest.
kids.
Okay,
Yeah.
rad. Then
You might have had a
scratch that.
translation
Yeah.
error. I will say,
this is the beginning. Of
yeah,
There was a significant age gap between him and the kids.
There
though, so
was.
I
That's
could
why.
say,
could
Okay,
be.
okay.
all I know is, listen, Stuart Big gets beat up by these 2 kids. And then at first I'm like, oh, poor Stuart Big. And then we cut to him in a classroom. And they're like, hey, what did you think of the homework, Stuart Big? And he's like, I think vampires are real.
Vampires. It's
To like
giving.
the whole class.
It was like giving. Linus took my dream journal.
Yeah.
It was like that.
Yeah.
It was. And then the teacher was like, not this again. And I swear to God, I was like,
dude,
I probably would have bullied this kid.
it's
too.
it's his whole
No.
personality.
Yeah, it's just
as it goes on,
vampires.
he just gets worse.
Yeah.
It's the only one. Now I kind of get why the dad's like, hey, shut
He
up.
said, shut
Yeah.
up, dude. Stop talking about vampires. You're so annoying. Let me sleep.
There's so much more here to do. We're in Scotland.
Like it almost
Get a grip.
the kid is almost too old to be like
Yeah.
vampires. Like get a grip. Okay.
He's like an 8-year-old. He's in like 3rd grade.
Yeah.
Like,
Shut up.
That's great.
Like I was like when they were beating him up, I'm like, go harder.
yeah.
Yeah, kick him
Draw
in
some
the
blood. What are
Kick
you
him in the
doing?
brain. Maybe we'll stop talking about vampires. You know what I mean? Give him a knock on the head.
hand him over to the cows.
Yeah.
Dude, draw some blood and then don't suck on it. Be like, vampires aren't real. If they were, I'd be sucking your blood right now.
Make this movie rated R, dude.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I want to see rated R.
It just turns into, what was the movie we watched last night? Late night?
Wait out the devil.
Late Night
Devil,
Devil.
yeah.
Can you imagine?
It turns into that.
That'd be so much more fun.
Neck just snaps. It's like, what? What? The movie ends after 15 minutes. He just gets beaten up by his bullies. And that's
Stuart
it.
Little walks into frame. Yeah, he's a vampire now. Okay, anyway,
Okay.
sorry. Please
No,
continue.
no, please.
I had to pause you because I wanted it to be known that I would have also bullied this child.
Yeah, okay, right.
Yeah.
As
As me, as 22-year-old me.
Sick hairdo. There's just
We were-
spikes straight
Yeah,
up.
Is it-
It's the spike between the spikes and the glasses.
And the
Yeah,
glasses.
yeah, yeah.
It's the ultimate like juxtaposition. You have
Yeah.
like the cool Guy Fieri haircut, then like
Yeah.
this little loser Harry Potter glasses.
He just needed like the frosted tips.
I have those glasses.
Listen, when you rock things like these, okay,
You can't even see.
dude.
You know-
Once you hit the peak of the mountain,
But do you like
Okay.
sleep in your glasses like this nerd does?
Yes.
Like
No.
Listen, there are multiple shots of this kid going to bed. He's fully wearing
Oh
his,
yeah,
his
no, I
frames.
know. Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
grow up.
Just constant bedhead.
Yeah,
Just
well.
always- you know, I got the glasses, you got the hair. We,
he
Exactly.
gets worried
We make
'cause
up
he
Stuart
can't
Little.
see when he closes his eyes.
He thinks there's vampires.
Yeah, dude, he has to be on at all times. He has a steak.
Yeah.
And he just garlic.
But then like Rudolph shows up.
Yeah, that's true. That's the thing.
He's like,
Like,
let's be best friends. Also, we're in love.
also,
Yeah.
thank you.
Okay,
That's
I
so
think
in
you got
love.
the vibes too.
They were so in love, holding hands, looking out for each other. Like, come on.
They hold so long on Rudolph when he's like, thank you, friend.
I know.
He's
Even me,
just like drooling
Even
over
me
him.
and Nick don't talk to each other like this.
He's crazy.
I feel like for Rudolph it might have been he wanted to suck his blood, but definitely for Stuart
No,
Big,
listen.
like
Yeah, he
he
needed-
was in love. with
Listen, he
Rudolph.
wanted to suck his something.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Getting more and more profane on this show.
You were so getting
Christ.
canceled after
Okay.
this.
So one night, Tony's parents get a babysitter to go to a work party,
Right.
and Tony dresses up like a vampire.
Now-
His obsession continues.
I'm confused.
Yeah.
Because I thought he was scared of them.
That's what I'm saying.
And now all of a sudden
Yeah.
he's dressing up like when he's all
Yeah.
upset.
I
didn't
don't
get
want to
it.
go in. I'm just so confused.
Like, even in class, he was, like, so happy to talk about the vampires. Like,
Yeah.
pick a lane, buddy.
Pick a lane. Get him. Get him.
Like,
Bully this kid.
you either hate him or you love him. There's no in between.
Yeah. What a guy.
There's also like a scene. We could just dissect this for hours. I can't stop every
Crazy.
2 seconds. But there's a scene in this where the nanny walks in and he has like the cape and he has like the fangs.
Yeah.
And she's like, ah! Like she genuinely freaks her out. But they're most like the stupid little paper fang. Like,
Yeah.
Like what's.
I
Also-
don't think she was freaked out about that. I think
Yeah.
she was freaked out that the kid she was babysitting was insane.
Is an
Yeah,
idiot
he's
loser.
I think she was my favorite character in the movie though. Because you just
The
couldn't
name.
understand anything she was saying. Like she's full Scottish.
We said that.
Like-
We had captions on for
Yeah.
ours. And I was like, God bless the captions.
Nick had
I
Spanish
didn't.
captions.
And so, yeah.
It was just thick Scottish
it was
accent.
Spanish Scottish, so it was like even
I
worse.
can't even imagine.
It was awesome. So I was like, this lady rules. Every time she shows up, it's like gibberish. And I'm like, yeah.
Also, can we talk about how she was the only one legitimately concerned when the kid went missing? Like,
Yeah, that's true. No one else cared. The kid vanished. Oh, that was the best part. Okay, I have to describe this scene because we had to pause it. The kid, okay, she calls the parents because like this kid goes missing. And then the parents come back. Their kid's been missing. She's searching the house. The kid is nowhere to be seen.
Yeah.
And the dad's like, this isn't like him. To get kidnapped? Like this kid like is fully gone. Like, he didn't act like this back in San
but
Diego.
the way they're reacting to it tells me that this has happened before.
Like they're in a foreign land. Like this kid probably's got kidnapped. This kid is gone.
Also, there's like no houses for like miles. They're literally in the middle
Yeah,
of the
they're
Scottish
like mildly
Highlands.
annoyed.
For all they know, he's dead.
He's dead.
Yeah.
He's dead.
You know, he didn't behave like this back in the States. I'm just saying, sweetie. Like, call the police. Your kid is
Like-
gone.
Their kid disappears a lot,
I guess. He's a little vampire, dude.
but he's not the little vampire. That's the thing.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Title's not talking
You know
about
he?
it.
No, I can't say it on air. He's a little.
Yeah, get him. We're going rated
Okay.
R in this episode, baby.
We got to get back to the plot.
Put that little
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
explicit next to the episode title.
So this is the one episode where we're at WCB where I have to put the little E.
It's the little E. Yeah.
So we are then introduced to Rookery, the most insane guy on planet Earth.
Who?
That was his name.
Yeah,
Who's Rookery?
the vampire hunter.
That's his name?
Yeah.
I only know from
Oh.
Wikipedia.
Oh, you.
How have they ever said that?
I don't think so either. They might have. But he's a local vampire hunter who
which is a
sees
thing.
a bat, which he believes is a vampire, and the chase begins.
Sure.
He starts chasing this bat. The bat, was scurrying away, and he sees Tony in his full fake vampire glory in his room, and he ducks into his house for sanction. And then we meet Rudolph, a real vampire.
A real vampire.
His lover.
Also, this vampire bat chase was the funniest thing ever because, Allie, you pointed it out. But this giant truck is coming. It's
Yeah.
like the Ecto-1 of vampire
Yeah.
hunters.
The bat's just going straight. Go up.
Oh, just go up, dude. Like, it's like this the whole time. Like, you're a bat.
You're actively
You
flying.
can fly. Just go up. It's just so
He
easy.
started going down at one point.
You did.
I was like,
I'm like, what's
dude,
going
we're in your
on?
cardinal directions, dog. Go up.
Yeah, what a
Dude, this movie's unhinged.
what a wild time.
movie's
But yeah, so
unhinged.
he goes. He sees. He's like, oh my god, a fellow vampire in this house.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go in.
My
and-
boy.
my brother. So he goes in and he's like, hello, brother. And then he's like, oh, who are
Wait.
you? And his little paper things fall out of
Yeah.
his mouth, his fangs. He's like, you're not my brother. And then he's like, you're my lover. No.
Yeah.
So Rudolph sees that Tony is not a fellow vampire and goes to attack him,
Of
but
course.
can't because he's too weak. Rudolph is the only one. Wait, what? I think I confused myself.
Uh-oh.
Let's wait. Just read your sentence.
yeah.
Okay. I said
what?
Rudolph is the one Tony saw in his dream.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, Tony's been dreaming
Yeah.
of this little boy.
Right. So yeah, so Rudolph's weak, so he does right. Okay.
Also, I want to point
sometimes
out.
I confuse myself with my notes.
This is I have a
Very
theory
rare,
about
but this one
movie.
is definitely one of them.
This is definitely one of yes, because half of the movie's in Spanish for you. But I have a theory about this movie, and you thought I was wrong last night, and I forgot about that detail. Rudolph goes to attack him. My theory is that the vampires are definitely the bad guys of this movie. and we should not be rooting for them. Because there's 2 instances in this movie where a vampire immediately sees a human and goes to kill them.
They
Yeah.
literally got
They
Gregory
kill
in a
people.
straight jacket.
Yeah,
and a muzzle.
they put this older brother who's 12 in a straight. He's like Silence of the
Just
Lambs.
because he's like a punk.
Because he keeps eating everyone, and he's dressed up in like this
Not
little.
to spoil the end, but who cares? Like he's the one who like tries to save them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's like calling everyone.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gregory's trying to get
Crazy.
stuff done.
Yeah.
But point is, they're the bad guys of this movie.
Yeah.
They're killing people.
Dude,
in this.
it's like the
Mostly
Peter
cats.
Pan hook thing. Where it's like as a kid you watch it and you're like, the movie is telling me to be friends with Peter Pan.
Yeah.
Then you watch it as an adult and you're like, no. He's wrong.
He's
kidnapping
SpongeBob and
children.
Squidward. Squidward's right.
Yeah, Squidward's
Like,
right.
He's correct.
Squidward is right.
Oh.
I agree.
Okay. So Rudolph jumps out the window
Sure.
because he can fly naturally.
Yeah.
But he's too weak to
Too
fly
weak.
and he lands on his face. He
Yeah.
should be dead.
I wish he was.
So Tony goes outside to help him, and Rudolph begs. He begs for a cow to drink the blood from, and this is where we get maybe my
To our weird
second
subplot.
favorite characters.
The
in
cow
movie.
plot
Yeah.
line.
So we'll get there in a sec. But so Rookery, our
Our favorite. Yeah.
Demon
Our-
Slayer.
Our vampire hunter. yeah.
finds Tony in the field and chases him, mistaking him for Rudolph. And just as he's gonna be hit by Rookery's truck, Rudolph saves him, now able to fly because he is juiced up on cow blood.
Sure. So they've saved each other's lives equally now.
Yeah.
It's a big detail, Nick.
Right.
Yeah.
Is it?
Well, this is how they become lovers.
Well, yeah, right. Yes, and then they land on a blimp and become friends / lovers.
Yeah.
Lovers being primary.
I also love how, by the way, that's a crazy sentence to say. They land on a blimp and become lovers. There's no explanation for that.
The blimp?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The war just has one.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
yeah, it's just his blimp.
So, okay.
I think it's is it his or is it like the work?
Probably
Like
the work.
blimp.
It had like text on it.
Yeah.
But
But
we
there's
never-
just a blimp in Scotland.
Yeah. Duh.
Yeah, every day.
Yeah, every day,
That's
dude.
their mode of transportation.
It's a Scottish thing.
Yeah,
That's what I've been told.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got told it in Spanish, but
That-
I'm pretty sure.
That's why Big Stewart gets beat up at school because he's like, "Why you guys have a blimp?"
I'm like, you're such an idiot, dude.
Bah,
We all
bah.
have blimps. Also, not to call you out, Allie,
What?
but now that we're talking about Rudolph, I do believe you have one more childhood
Oh,
thing you have to tell us.
Okay.
You in love with
When I was little,
Dude, we all
And
have one
I find-
episode.
We all have one episode.
I find the consensus for people that I know that are female identifying and watch the movie and are heterosexual had a crush on Rudolph.
Are you saying
No.
you had a crush on Rudolph? Yeah.
Rudolph's like the best character in there.
Now listen, if it makes you feel any better, if I had known about this movie, I would have had a crush on the girl
Yeah.
because I later did.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
you've only been on one episode, and we've established your crush. This guy's had like 8.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
it's
Yeah.
it's okay.
It's like once every
all
3 or
have-
4 episodes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm glad that we aired out the dirty
We
laundry.
just had to
here.
get it
Yeah,
out of the
yeah.
way.
Yeah.
We all knew Rudolph is a good-looking little boy. Just had to address it.
All right. Well, I wouldn't say that.
Okay, well, Stuart Big said it, so those two are in love, clearly.
Okay, so the babysitter. Let's get back to the babysitter.
Our
Enough of this.
super-
Enough of this. Enough of this. So the babysitter then realizes
Our Scottish-Spanish babysitter.
that gibberish nonsense. I
Yeah.
figured this out from the Wikipedia. She then realized, and her facial expression, that Tony is gone and calls his dad.
Yes.
Who then comes home to a sleeping Tony, because Rudolph flew him back home and they made it back safe and sound. But again, the dad doesn't care
At all.
whatsoever. He's like,
They both don't really care.
what the heck?
He's like, oh, is that a cool party, though,
Yeah.
man? Come on. Do you think, here's a genuine question for both of you. Do you think that he left the party early and went to go check on the kid, or he got the call and was like, we'll leave when we leave?
Yeah, I think it was that.
Right.
Yeah.
I think
Because
the
they had
party
more than
ended.
enough time to get back.
See, I
Yeah.
think it's a third option. His wife made him leave.
Oh, the mom was worried.
She was concerned.
Yeah, he
He
was
was
having a
not.
good night.
Wifey.
He was
always.
like, "Why did you make me leave the party too?
I
This
could
was
see
a
that.
one-person job."
Yeah,
I feel like he's the type of guy to be like, you can go check.
Oh,
I'll
Yeah.
stay here,
yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
thing. You know what I mean?
But honey, I'm 5 glasses in. I can't go home.
But the dessert hasn't come out yet.
Yeah, I know we didn't drive. I know we walked, but
I'll get an Uber
I'm too
back.
drunk.
It's the year 2000. I'll get an Uber.
You know what? I'm gonna create a car service that can get me laid. He's the creator.
It's his claim
of
to
Uber.
fame.
Yeah.
He creates Uber right after this movie because how much of it he hates his kid.
Imagine after this episode we find out that it was created in Scotland. Like Uber was created in Scotland. I would start crying.
Do you mind we cut to an interview with the guy who like made Uber? He's like, well, my son's just an idiot, so like
My
I
son's
just
a
like,
vampire.
my son's a little vampire.
It's El Pequeño Vampirino.
El pequeño vampirino.
Okay, so also my headphones are fully cut out.
Why are you still wearing them?
Join the club.
I'm
Take 'em
trying.
off.
Look, I'm trying to mess it up.
Trying to fix them?
Yeah. So now I'm just watching the levels. Okay. So Rudolph sleeps into Tony's toy chest to avoid rookery.
Yeah.
He's still out hunting. It's the only thing he does.
Which, by the way, what are the chances that, second the scene cut, Rudolph got out of that toy chest?
No more.
Wait,
You can imply it. No details.
What do we think Rookery's truck runs on? Because this man's not making money. How does he pay for gas?
Anger.
Cow farts.
Cow
I don't know. Yeah, that's true.
I also love
'Cause
how,
I'm pretty. Isn't it established that it's like a family business? Like
yes,
Yeah.
it's a family
right.
business.
But like
But
it's
also, like,
vampire hunting.
It's
No, that's what I'm saying though. It's not like he's having outside help.
Yeah.
Well,
Like, it's
that's where I'm
just-
confused. When I first saw the car, it's so over the top and ridiculous. It has all
Yeah.
these light stuff. I'm like, okay, well, this must be regulated by the government. Like, this vampires must just be common in this world in Scotland. And sure enough, no, he's just some weird kook. So I'm like, wait, this man hasn't been like arrested at this point?
Yeah.
Like he's going around drilling holes into graveyards. He's got
Right.
weapons of
Yeah.
mass destruction. He's got this giant car with all these lights.
Dude,
No way.
He's
The
got
light
his
of
high
cross
beams
kills
on.
me.
That's crazy. Like there's no way this would be allowed ever.
Also, before we move on, I just want to mention something that I'm going to bring up in final thoughts.
Uh-oh.
What was going on with the sound design in this movie? The sound effects were out of control.
Were they?
They were nuts, unless it was just in my Spanish version.
I don't remember. Do you have an example of one?
It just anytime something happened, like when he did like the zipper.
Well,
Like
that was weird.
He did that.
was
There was like a
weird.
couple times where it was like weird sound effects where you're like, this is so over the top for like no reason.
That's
at
true.
all.
The-
So, like,
this thing.
weirdly whimsical. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, like when the babysitter was actively freaking out, you pointed it out when we were watching it. But like the kind of like elevator music playing behind it.
Oh, that was this.
Like,
Okay, the
That's what I'm
music.
saying.
I forgot about that. The music was so funny sometimes.
Yeah.
So there's this
It just
scene.
made no sense.
It makes no sense. The scene is like the babysitter's calling the dad, like, oh my God, you searched the whole house like 7 times. Your kid is missing. It's like a scary scene. She's freaking out. And the music is like,
Yeah.
Like, it's like this beautiful little scene.
What's going
She's like,
on?
I lost your kid. And you're like, yeah, this is so nice.
This is rocks.
Like, wait, what is happening?
Yeah, I just had to point that out because the sound design in this was nuts. Between the music, the sound
It
effects,
makes no
everything.
sense. Here, I
was
have
blown
I have a
away.
theory because this happened to me once in high school where I'm editing on a Premiere timeline and I have all the music and sound effects synced up, and then I move to a new computer and they're all out of sync,
And they just kept
and they
it.
just were like, I just export it.
yeah.
Yeah.
They rewatched it and they were like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's
It's
fine.
gonna take too long to fix.
That's right.
We only have $35 million to make this movie.
And it was
Dude,
all for the cows.
It's all for the cows and the zipper sound
Yeah,
effects. dude.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Need to get the rights to that.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's sleeping in the toy chest to avoid rookery. And the
Yeah.
next morning, feeling
Allegedly.
confident as ever, Tony goes up to his bullies and tells them off, and then proceeds to get beaten up again. This
Good.
time, like, really beaten.
Good.
Yeah.
Get him.
So Tony and his dad try to have some bonding time during a game of golf. And when Tony gets home, he finds that Rudolph is gone.
Again.
Missing. Yeah.
Oh wait, no, Rudolph is gone. this
Rudolph
time.
is gone.
Sorry,
Yeah.
they're
The
same.
reindeer. Rudolph
Yeah.
the reindeer. Yeah. So later that night, Rudolph comes back with a picture of the end. This is where it starts to get fuzzy. So this is
Okay.
mostly
This whole
Wikipedia
movie's
Okay.
fuzzy, to be
recap
fair,
video.
but-
So some specific details might be missed. So bear
Okay,
with me.
we'll try.
So I'll just read it word for word.
Okay.
Later that night, Rudolph comes back with a picture of the amulet from earlier and asks Tony about it. But Tony will only agree if Rudolph takes him flying again.
Now wait, I thought Tony drew a picture of the amulet because it was from his dream, and
Yeah.
Rudolph saw it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
think
yeah.
he brought a picture.
Okay,
he was
he
like,
came
hey,
back
how do you
when he
know
had the
about
picture.
this?
He brought Rudolph the picture of the house crest.
Yes.
Later
Yeah,
on.
Tony. Yeah,
Yeah.
but Tony drew the amulet. And he's like, whoa, how do you know about this?
Right.
kind of thing.
So then we get some explanation, again, not specific, about how the amulet can turn vampires back into humans if used on a night where the comet lines up behind the moon. That is the most overly explained thing
Yes, it
ever,
is.
but that's basically
No,
what
so
it is.
wasn't it like a curse that was laid on them or something like that?
Yeah,
Beats
they were
me.
cursed by. It was a curse. I don't know why they were cursed.
I mean, there were so many scenes in this movie where you have like flashbacks, like a family crest and this old family and all these old characters that we're supposed to know. And every time it happened, I'm like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
I don't know the history of this. I don't understand what this movie's saying.
We'll have the notes, sure enough.
Yeah, and then even no one knows.
No one knows.
Again, the premiere timeline was out of sync. That's my theory. Like, it works.
So Rudolph shows Tony around a graveyard where Rudolph's family lives, and they are then confronted by his parents. So we meet Frederick, Frida, Anna, which is Rudolph's sister,
Anna,
and Gregory, which is Rudolph's brother, straitjacket boy.
Yeah, the unhinged one.
And they tell Tony to never hang out with their son again. And we also see that Anna is big time crushing on our boy Tony.
It's a little
that whole family has a crush on him.
Can we talk about this for a second?
Dude, that's her personality trait.
It's her whole personality trait. She's in love with him, but they acknowledge in the movie that all of them are 300 years old, and Stuart, big little whatever his name is 9 or 8.
Yeah.
So,
dude,
do I have to connect the dots for you?
I got it. Yeah,
it was really uncomfortable.
It's strange.
Yeah.
So moving on. Rookery shows up and the family narrowly escapes, with Rookery still not realizing that Tony is not a vampire. This whole time he thinks that he is Rudolph, or like that he is a vampire.
He's just one of his sons that he forgot about.
So the owner of the cemetery shows up and basically tells Rookery to F off. And
trying to clean up our act now.
Yeah. I literally in the notes it's just F. Just
is it actually?
F, yeah. Just for the sake of the show.
Just in case WCB sees our notes.
Yeah.
We keep it clean, I promise.
So Tony, then they go into like a hole, and then Tony like touches the amulet holder, and then like him and the dad have like a shared vision or something.
Do we know why Tony has these visions and why he dreams of actual events?
He just loves vampires.
I happen to get it all correct.
Zero idea.
They don't explain
They do not explain this.
They
whatsoever.
don't, right?
No.
Other than the fact that it has to line up with the title of the movie, like no, like he's just a little vampire,
right?
I don't know.
Little idiot.
It's because he and Rudolph are soulmates. So
yeah. That's exactly it.
300-year difference, but they're soulmates.
And this is one of the flashbacks where we show the family crest.
Yes.
And then after Frederick, the dad, I should have just put the dad because now I'm confusing who's
Richard E. Grant, right?
Richard
Frederick.
Yeah,
Okay.
Hugh Grant. So after Frederick begrudgingly agrees to let Tony help, Rudolph takes Tony to his bully's house where they finally get revenge, which was a fun little scene.
Oh yeah, they freak him out.
Exactly. Yeah. And then we see that the cows are turning each other into vampires.
They have these little red eyes.
Dude, it's crazy.
And they're always in the barn in the day.
Yeah.
And like, okay, so the first time they cut to it, I'm like, all right, sure, that's a fun little throwaway gag. And they cut to about 4 or 5 more times, and I'm like, is this like a full subplot?
Establish an entire secondary plot.
Like, this is a secondary plot.
Yeah, I love the little farmhand that was just like, where are
What's
my cows
going on?
Yeah. But back in school, Tony no longer has to deal with his bullies. They're literally like
terrified of him.
Yeah.
They call him
Master.
Dude,
which was not part of the
mind.
That wasn't a part of the deal.
Yeah, when they had the freak out scene, nowhere did they say "Call me Master."
Yeah.
They chose to do that.
Yeah, it was again
like,
weird things that we shouldn't go deeper into. Yeah.
Tony didn't even call himself Master. He called himself the Lord of the Underworld.
Yeah, they're like, what's up, Master?
What's up? What's up, Master?
What's up, Master, bro? What's up?
Okay, so back at home, Tony's dad has a piece of paper from work that is the same family crest on it from the Vision.
Oh,
so
yeah.
He's like, give me that. It's mine now.
I'm keeping this.
Yeah. So Rookery, our vampire slayer,
right?
I knew it was gonna come. Tells Lord McAshton. These are some crazy names, by the way.
This is awful.
That the town has vampires, but he doesn't believe him unless he can prove it with bite marks. That's kind of his like. Lord McAshton's like, I will not believe you until you show me someone that has been bitten.
Yeah. So sure, even like though there are, I feel like I'm like such a nerd for saying this because I watch a lot of like cryptid stuff and stuff like that. There are animals and stuff that give off those bite marks in real life.
Yeah.
So like, if I saw that, I wouldn't be like, all right, got it. So
fire monkey.
Like, vampires exist for real now.
Yeah. Okay, so Gregory provides this after getting a little hungry one night. And he takes a chomp out of one of the groundskeeper.
They eat
which
people.
Rookery finds. Yeah.
Also, can we? It's Gregory. That's the older brother's name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we talk about him for 2 seconds?
sure.
Muzzle
Why-
mouth?
Well, one muzzle mouth. They put him in a straight jacket because he's unhinged. But why is he dressed up like he's in like a Prince music video?
Dude, I don't
Like
know.
if you
I-
at home don't watch this, but just look him up.
I think Gregory experienced the 90s in like
Just-
the outer world. And
I can
he,
see that.
he really got into the punk scene.
He was like a Sex Pistols
He
fan.
was in like
Yeah.
he was in like San Diego. For,
Yeah,
like, a
exactly,
Period of time.
yeah.
Like Tony. That's
Yeah,
where
he was in San
Tony's
Diego for
from, yeah.
300 years.
And he was like, "It's not a phase."
They're all
Mom."
meant to be.
They
This whole
are all
family.
meant to be.
Yeah.
So Rookery puts a light down where the vampires sleep, and it drains them of energy because light, obviously. But after once again saving the family, Tony takes them to drink cow blood, and then
Right.
allows them to stay in the cellar of his house, which of course they have because they live
Yeah.
in a
Yeah.
freaking castle.
Do you not?
No.
Connecticut's known for its cellars,
not,
dude.
Not in my Connecticut house, but my Scotland house.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
In
and our
my
Scotland
Scotland
castles.
castle, yeah.
Yeah, with our blimps.
So
Love cellars as well. Vampire cows, blimps, cellars. That's what Scotland is known
every
for.
person that lives there has a castle and a blimp above it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
That's like the guest house.
that's how it works. I've met people from Scotland. That's all
yeah,
there.
listen.
Yeah.
You guys, you said in the beginning of the episode you guys traveled abroad. together.
Yes.
That's
We stayed in blimps.
that's what
Yeah.
it was.
We went to
The
Scotland.
guest
Those were
house.
the
Yeah.
Airbnbs.
This is
Yeah.
Airbnbs.
It was the only
Hey.
possibility.
Hey.
We traveled from country to country with a blimp.
With blimps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so Rookery alerts Lord Ashton. There we
Nice. Careful.
go, to the presence of vampires in the village by showing him the groundkeeper's bite. And then McAshton reveals that his family has known about the existence of vampires for generations. This is also ripped straight from Wikipedia, so bear with me.
Okay.
Elizabeth, an ancestor of Lord McAshton, was romantically involved with Rudolph's uncle Vaughn, who was the last known holder of the amulet, and both lovers were killed by the McAshton.
That happened?
Yes.
I wanna put-
Yes.
I don't know.
And also, I
like-
think Vaughn was the one in the beginning where
He was
he like
the blonde
dives
dude.
down,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, is that who that was?
Dude, I
I
don't
think
know.
so. I think so. He was the blonde guy.
Okay, I want when this video comes out, I want people to rewatch that because that was hysterical. You were describing that, and I went, "Huh?" I looked over now, and I was just like, "Yep, all makes sense." Just nodding her head, like, "Yeah, that checks out." like, no, there's no way you got that from
I
the movie.
just
I didn't
inherently
either,
I know.
and then I read the Wikipedia and I was like, I don't even think this is accurate.
Right? Like,
But
I'm not sure about that
anyways,
description.
moving on. Rookery and Lord McAshton go searching for the body of Elizabeth. This is like that. That's why I think it was explained that way, because they have to go find like the body of the two
Yeah.
lovers.
Yeah.
To,
I
like,
call.
get the-
I didn't
yeah.
get the full back. All I got was like, okay, they're going for this girl's body
Right.
that has an amulet
Yeah.
that'll make
Yeah.
him human. Got it.
And Tony is secretly following close behind. And he eventually falls into the casket and bites Rookery to fend him off, to which he responds by trapping him in a sealed
Okay.
casket to die.
Yeah, we need to talk about how this dude had no issue like trying to kill a child.
Yeah, you just left him there
Committed murder.
to die.
Like-
Like, this blew
And
my
then, like,
mind.
The Lord was like, "Wait, you're killing a child right now.
He
a
was
human
like,
child.
"Don't do
There's
that."
no-
He was like, "Nah,
I'm
seal it."
gonna." No, he's like, "Okay." That's crazy. Like the Lord the Lord met this dude. He's like, "No, I know this guy's like dad."
He
Like,
was like, "They're not gonna
Yeah.
find him."
like that's insane.
I'm speechless. This movie has left
Let's
me speechless.
let's be honest. Is the dad really gonna go looking for him?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Like,
Dad probably happy.
Okay.
Oh, my kid's vanished again. Yes.
It's so unlike him.
It's so unlike it, but there's a blimp ride at 7 p.m.
Yeah.
and we're about to miss
He's
it.
my best friends.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna come ride my blimp later tonight. So
Yeah, he is.
So then Tony remembers that his secondary lover, Anna, told him that he can whistle anytime and she would come to save him. And he does just that. And she arrives with Rudolph and is saved. And
Yeah.
she also writes him a poem
she
and just
recites a
recites
full
it.
love poem, and he's like, "Rudolph."
He
he goes right to Rudolph. He fully ignores her.
Dude, it was just crazy.
And I was so upset. The second I found out who that actress was, I'm like, you pay attention to her
Yeah,
poem.
yeah.
Stuart
You start
Big.
spiking your hair.
Yeah,
Get glasses.
yeah, I forgot I'm live for new glasses.
You're like, Nick, can I borrow your glasses for a week?
Just for a week, dude.
I'm going to Scotland. So Rudolph's parents wake up and realize that their kids are gone. And Gregory
And
has
don't care.
taken the amulet holder. All their kids are missing for different
Yep.
reasons.
No, not a care in the world.
Yeah, right. And so his parents pay Tony's parents a visit. And McAshton shows up and tells Tony's dad to kill his son because he's a vampire.
Yes.
And this absolutely pisses him off. And he he quits his job And then when McAshton gets in the car, we see the groundskeeper, now fully a vampire, about to attack him.
Also, do Rudolph's parents...
What?
Whoa, we're getting a phone call.
Are we getting
in the
a
studio.
phone call? I don't know how to answer that.
That's crazy.
Dude.
It's the vampires.
It's the
Don't pick it up, Nick.
Oh no.
Should we just keep going?
I think so, because I don't know how to work them.
Okay. So
whoever's listening right now, if you're calling in, we love you to death, but
and also, how did you get this number?
Yeah, well,
we have not given it out once during this show.
It's WCB calling you to tell you that you're fired.
Like, stop the show. Stop the show.
Why is it blinking at me?
I don't
Jeez.
know. This is crazy.
Okay, we don't have
It's hard for the
time
show
left.
right behind us with the blaring music.
Yeah.
What I was trying to say before the vampires tried calling in, apparently, is
still
that
calling.
they're still calling.
in.
Okay, we only have 5 minutes. Let's go.
Do Rudolph's parents weirdly like seduce? Like,
Yeah.
like Stuart
Yeah.
Bigg's
Yeah.
parents? It's a
It's
real
like
weird scene.
They went there with like a plan. Like
They
Frederick was
did.
like, "I'll get the mom,
Yeah.
Frida,
You
you
get
get
the
the
dad."
dad," and it was working. And they were right
It
next to
was.
each other. Like, I'd be looking at my spouse like,
crazy.
"Excuse me."
Okay, we only have 5 minutes. Let's
Yeah, I'm going to
wrap
burn through the rest of this
up.
plot, and we'll get to
And we'll
final
pick up that phone.
Yeah, yeah. So Tony, Rudolph, and Anna find the tomb of Vaughn and Elizabeth. I'm sorry for anyone listening that if you're ringing in the background. But this is the most unhinged episode ever. But can't get into it until Rookery just so happens to drill directly into the casket. Yes. And Tony realizes that one, the amulet isn't there, but also that the amulet is in his room, which is why he's been having these dreams. Rookery also hears this.
Uh-oh.
So Gregory used the amulet holder to call all the vampires/cows, and Tony, Rudolph, and Anna, back at home, begin ripping apart his bedroom to find the amulet, and Rookery shows up and fights them for it, eventually kidnapping Tony. And I thought this was very funny. He used like a little orange inflatable thing to jump out of the thing, land
Yeah.
perfectly, and
No problem.
no
He would have
sweat.
shattered his kneecaps.
His kneecaps
He
would have been
yeah,
gone.
Every bone in his body would have been broken.
And then, while Rookery is driving, vampire cows in their full CGI glory fly in to save the day.
It's great.
By pooping on
Yep.
the window,
They're
on the
gonna call
windshield.
back. Careful.
Okay. Which distracts Rookery enough so that Tony can grab the amulet and Rudolph can grab Tony and escape to, I think, the
cliffs.
blimp
or
or whatever.
Yeah.
Escape to the blimp.
The vampires.
Back to the blimp.
The vampires begin to use the amulet, but Rookery uses the blimp to get in the way, which I can't even remember how he uses that. And Tony's parents have had enough of all of this, all the BS, so they proceed to beat the holy hell out of Rookery. And Tony ends up with the amulet and wishes for all the vampires to turn back into humans. And then we cut to the future where Pelton falls back in love.
Yep.
And Tony sees the human Rudolph and Anna, but they don't recognize him until he whistles.
That's
and then
when
the
I recognized
families,
her. I'm like, that's my future wife.
yeah. The families start chatting and are friendly with each other, and all is well in the world. That is, what is this movie called? The Little Vampire.
Wow.
What a
Yep.
crazy
No, that's not what it's
Yep,
called.
yep,
What's
yep.
it called in Spanish?
El Pequeño Vampirino.
Yes. See.
So final thoughts. Allie, let's hear it.
Oh God.
How'd this hold up for you?
It didn't.
Yeah,
It just didn't.
Fair. That's
Like,
it. Yeah.
I had a fun time watching it, but the entire time I was like, "What is this? Like,
Yeah.
how did this?" No, I get why it kept my attention. It's like the ultimate, like, just all
Yeah.
over the place.
Yeah.
You can't believe this got
Movie.
greenlit?
Yeah, yeah, I
get there.
can't believe this got green.
Yeah. Alan?
I mean, what do you think? I mean, this is
I'm kind of in
This
the
is-
same boat.
yeah. I will say, we've had a couple movies where they're so bad it's hard to get through.
Yeah.
Like Spaceships, I couldn't even do
This
it.
was so hard for me.
to be fair, we watched this together. This
Uh-huh.
was fun watching it because it
Yeah.
was so bad it was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's bad.
Yeah.
This
It's
is not good.
Right.
It's not
Like
a good movie.
they try to do so many things and they fail on all accounts. Like they try to set up history and they don't do it properly at all. The characters, I don't buy any of them for a second. The
No.
dudes and the slang. Like, I mean, this is
Yeah.
the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. But get a couple friends, maybe get a little bit not right of mind if you want, and watch this. It's a blast.
Yeah, for me, the lack of nostalgia definitely killed it for me.
Yeah, 'cause
along
I'm-
with
yeah.
just the insanity of the movie.
Yes.
There's so much more to be said. But I'll leave everyone with this one final thought on the little vampire. I can't believe this got greenlit. Thank you, Allie, for being here. Thank you for picking such a fun movie. Finally had you on the show. It's been amazing.
About time.
Um,
Sorry for whoever tried to call in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this has
Hopefully
been
there's
the
not a
most
fire
insane
in the
episode
studio.
of all
I
time.
was thinking that.
I thought it was the fire alarm too. I was
Yeah.
like, man, the first episode we had to get cut off. Okay, so yes, thank you all for listening. Tune in next week for another Allie. We have a long-awaited guest on the show, Alexandra Smallwood. Allie Smallwood is coming on. We're so
About time.
insanely excited to have her on. We're talking Shark Tale next week.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be fun. Hopefully a palate cleanser from this episode, but we will talk to you then.
See.
Bye.